Some of you may not realize this, but since June 1st, we have been in ordinary time. Now, ordinary time is that part of the liturgical or church calendar that falls outside the major seasons of Advent, Epiphany, Lent, and Easter. Ordinary time begins with the passing of the day of Pentecost and continues until the first Sunday of Advent, and it's the longest season in the church year. Now, the term ordinary is derived from ordinal, which means counted, and though it can also simply mean ordinary. This isn't necessarily negative. It's simply a time of the year when we're not necessarily commemorating the major events in the life of Jesus, such as his birth and death and resurrection, but rather the things he said and did throughout his time on earth. In ordinary times, most of the days of our lives are just like that. They're ordinary. There's no birth or death or epiphanies or miracles. Our time is filled with the ordinary love, hope, and fear common to daily life. Though we are now in ordinary time, there is nothing ordinary about it this year. For the past 3 months, we have worshiped apart from one another. We've had our lives and our livelihoods upended. And coupled with that, all that's going on in our world at this moment, and despite what the church calendar might say, it's not ordinary. So this Sunday, we will resume in-person worship, and I'm going to be upfront with you. It will not be ordinary. For the safety of all concerned, it will be different, and we will follow protocols, including the wearing of face masks and social distancing throughout the church. And I can't say how long it'll be this way, but it will be a while. And I and others, we understand those who wish to wait a while before returning to in-person worship. It's okay. We're going to continue to provide an online worship option. But despite all that, it will be different. And I'm reminded that we still have a choice in this, and that's a choice to be happy. This Sunday, we are going to continue our Summer of Psalms series with Psalm 32. And like this past week, the first word from that psalm is the word happy. The idea of happiness in the Psalms has less to do with what personally pleases us and more about how we conform our lives to that which pleases God. In other words, we derive our happiness in the Lord. I'm looking forward to bringing this message to you this Sunday as we gather and worship. And though nothing is ordinary about this season of ordinary time, we can commit ourselves to finding our happiness in the Lord. And so I look forward to seeing you on Sunday, whether in person at 9 o'clock or at 11 o'clock. Both of the services will be identical in makeup, or seeing you online at 10 a.m. at fumcss.com. I hope to see you then. Bye.